So here we have the Vauxhall Astra 1.4 Turbo Elite Automatic on a 17 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and I'll run through a few controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see we've got reversing sensors, a really decent amount of boot space as well, and a 3-way folding rear seat. So I'm just going to work my way back round to the front of the car now, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see not only is it a fantastic looking car, but it's in really great condition as well. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. As you can see, you get full leather seats. There's loads of other bits to run through on the dashboard besides that, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so now they're inside the car, we're going to start off with the dials. We've got the rev counter on the left and speedometer on the right. At the top in the middle you can see the fuel gauge and coolant temperature gauge, and then at the bottom we have a trip computer which includes the total miles of 7,746. Directly above that, at the moment it's displaying a digital readout for the speedometer, but you can change the information that's displayed up there using buttons on the steering wheel. As we back out to the steering wheel, the buttons I was using a moment ago are these ones on the right hand side. They are also stereo controls here and here as well. And then on the left hand side of the steering wheel, we've got cruise control with speed limiter and voice activation for your phone. So once you pair up the phone, hit that button, ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, and it can do that without you having to take your phone from your bag or your pocket. That is, of course, once you've paired the phone, which is done on the touchscreen over in the center here. So if we go back to the home menu, you can see you've got phone just there. You'd hit that and follow the instructions on screen. There's plenty of ways to listen to your music on this car as well. So when it comes to radio, this car's got DAB digital radio as well as AM and FM radio. And then on top of that, there's nothing connected at the moment. You can pair up your phone, and once you've done that, not only can you make and receive phone calls, but you can also stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio. There's also a USB connection as well, so you can connect up a device that way should you wish to. If we get rid of that just for one moment. This car's also got satellite navigation, so you can see there's some option buttons down the bottom here. You can hit home to take you back to that, and then hit satellite navigation. There's a full video on our website and on our Facebook page. It shows you exactly how this satellite navigation works, so it's well worth checking that out. And on top of that, this car also has a reversing camera. If I pop the car into reverse, you can see it's a full colour image, and it also gives you these guidelines on the ground, or showing on the ground, to show you what direction the car is headed in relation to the image that you see. And this is the back bumper for the car, so you can see you can get incredibly close to, you know, low walls and that sort of thing using the reversing camera. Below that, we've got dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the temperature for the passenger side and driver side independently. Hit that button there to turn the air conditioning on or back off again, or you can hit auto and the car will maintain those temperatures for you, adjusting the fan speed itself, and you can override that by readjusting the fan speed. And then for the winter months, which we're certainly in the middle of at the moment, we've got heated driver seat, heated passenger seat, and a heated steering wheel as well, which is, if you've never tried it, fantastic. Beneath that, if I move the gearbox, or the gear lever I should say, out of the way for a moment, there's a few buttons down here. So this button will turn on the front parking sensors. This turns off the stop and start. So this car's designed to cut out when you're stationary in traffic. That button turns that system off. You can turn off traction control should you wish to. And this is the autonomous parking. So there's, again, there's a video on our website and our Facebook page showing how this works. But if you were to hit that button and then follow the instructions up on screen, the car is actually capable of parking itself. So really clever system, well worth checking out that video if you're interested. We also then have the fully automatic gearbox, electronic handbrake, and a 12-volt charging socket. And then all the way back in the central armrest, we've got the USB input that I mentioned previously. The last thing I wanted to mention is just above the rear view mirror, and it's Vauxhall's OnStar system. Again, there's a full video showing how this works on our website, so it's worth checking that out. But essentially, your phone is connected to a concierge service, so you can hit that button and you can ask it to direct you to a particular place. It will send that information through to the satellite navigation on this car. And in the event of an accident, you can hit that button and the emergency services will know exactly where you are because of the GPS. Really, really clever system. And on top of that, your car can become a Wi-Fi hotspot as well with that button just there, which is really handy, especially if you've got, you know, kids in the car with iPads and stuff like that. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.